It's the dead of winter again, and I'm back here in a tank top. Hot. Okay, so this is dry. It took about 40 minutes, and I can bend it, and it's flexible. That's fine. Don't crack it. Don't try and make it crack. I'm really just working with it. You know, I don't want to totally misshapen it. I am trying to bend it this way now. I want to recoat this side of the bag now. And when I'm done with this side, I will show you what it looks like. You can use the painter's tape if you want to protect the fascetta. I am going to attempt to leave it. I find that when I try and tape, especially the paint parts, or I can't even talk, especially when I try and tape some of this, I end up making more of a mess. So if you have a steady hand, you can do this. Just try it. Sorry, I forgot about this. I'm lightly going to bend this in half so I can really get in this way and paint the bag. Okay? So I will let you know how it goes. Switched my brush. This is a higher grade at this point. It's a 3-4 Royal 700 USA. I think I got it at AC Moore. It's a better quality bristle, and it's a wider bristle. So I'm going in and oh, it's so much nicer. And I'm painting with this now, and we'll see how this goes. I'm starting to get a little impatient. That happens. I'm in the process of doing 2 bags at once right now, just to try and get some things done, because I want to get my projects finished, and we'll go from there. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I don't know, I think I like it. Mod Podge. I'm going to use this with glitter on my top coat for my train case, and I'll let you know how this comes out. So what I'm going to do, I've got a little bowl here. I'm going to mix about 1/3 cup of Mod Podge into this bowl, and I'm going to probably use about 3 tablespoons of glitter. Looks like 1/3 cup, maybe closer to 1/2. Use your discretion, guys. I'm sure you know what you're doing. All right? And I'm going to open up this. 1, 2, oh wait, this is coming out kind of slow for my liking. Oh boy. Okay, so I'd say about 2 tablespoons. That's the glitter. Oh, see that? Oh, jeez, it's falling out. All right, so I'm going to stir it all up. See how it looks. And then I'm going to put it on the base of the train case. That's going to be my first step to see how it works out. And if it looks good, I'm going to do the rest of it. And if it looks awesome, I'm going to do the inside of my bucket bag with it, because I can and I want to. It makes me happy. It makes my heart sing. So let me do this. Right now, let's see what I have in here. Take out my brush. Let's put some on and see what we have. There it is. I'm going to keep going, and I'll let you see what it looks like when it dries. Okay? Mod Podge kind of has a smell to it. It's like, it reminds me of something from my childhood. Can someone tell me what that is? It's like, I don't know, art class maybe? I mean, of course it makes sense. It's like a paper mache-like product. By the way, I was over at Michael's. They have a bunch of different types of Mod Podge. I just went with the basic one, because I was like, you know what, I'm just going to try this and see what happens and throw caution to the wind. The reason why I'm doing it on my train case first, there's I actually have a method to my madness. The train case tends to get a little bit flopsy in the middle, and it's not really holding it the shape, the bag, because it's older. I thought maybe it would stiffen it up a little bit. Now I'm gonna also use this same technique on my bucket bag, which I don't want to be stiff. So I'm gonna play around with my application method, and then I'll share it with you, and hopefully it will it'll work the way I want it to. But this is my second time covering this train case. I did it a while back just to do a light coating. But I really wanted something different. So here it is now. I mean, you can see, almost looks like clouds. And it's kind of neat. It's definitely, depends on how thick you want to put it on, but it's pretty. It's kind of like if you wanted to take Disney and throw it in your bag. It's kind of got like a Frozen-ish feel-ish to look to it. Some of you might be thinking, no, let it go. Let it go. Okay. I'm going to let it dry, and then we'll see how that is, okay? It's definitely pretty. I wish you could see this. You can't see this really. All right, I'm gonna stop now. I decided to add more Mod Podge to this glitter because I kind of feel like it was so thick with glitter. So it's kind of a little more runny. Now I'm going to actually use this on the inside of my pouch. Some of you are probably like, oh my god, stop, don't do it. But I am going to do it. Do I want to do it yet? Might be a little bit too wet still. You know what? I have another pouch. Hang on, I'm going to try my other pouch. About you guys, but I don't find I use my pouch very often. What do you use your pouches for? This one's a little bit smaller. I painted this pink about 2 years ago. Has a little bit of makeup in it. It doesn't matter, I don't care. But I just want to see what it looks like. So let's try it now, just to see. Like I said, I experiment on my bags a lot. Let's see what it's doing. Oh, that's pretty. All right, I'm gonna do this. Let's see how it goes. I'll let you know. I should have probably redid this one a little bit, but this is pretty. You know what's a good idea? I just thought of this. So if you're using these bags for makeup, or you're putting your pen in there, anything that could cause a transfer, Mod Podge is not a bad idea because it's going to coat it to the point. And I'm going to seal it with acrylic so you can clean it very well. And that's what we want. We want to clean it and make it nice and neat. See how it goes. All right, I'll let you know how this is. Okay, the one thing I wanted to just share with you also as a tip, I'm using Glad Press and Seal to seal off the Fichetta leather before I go ahead and spray it. So you can see, I'm hoping you can see this, it sticks right to it. Before I go ahead and spray the acrylic spray on, don't have a pair of scissors in this room, but if I did, it'd be really easy. It's just you cut it, you stick it, and it stays in place. I'm actually going to pull it back. I'll be very careful when I spray this, but this works, just so you know. It's another way to protect your Fichetta leather. And it sticks right to the whole thing. I also did it on the inside of the bag rather than using a plastic bag. And I'm going to go ahead and spray the acrylic in it now. Make sure when you use this that you're in a well-ventilated area. I am not, but I'm going to hold my breath. And I'm going to go ahead and start spraying. I'm going to do very light coats. Oh, and it stinks, so. Okay, so I actually ended up putting a fan on, and I did about 2 more coats, and it looks really good. It dried and it seems fine. So I think the Glad Stick and Spray works. press and seal, I'm sorry, and the acrylic spray worked for me as well. I'm going to go ahead and do my pouch and the inside of my bucket bag now.